But there seems to be, right, okay. We're about to go live on Amazon Live, and trying to keep everything under control and waiting for the go live signal from Amazon Live, and it will turn red. I know it will turn red. It's gone red. So we're actually over on Amazon Live. Rush back to the studio and to me, and say hello to everybody on Amazon Live as I move my lighting to the side. Okay, so it's Tuesday. It's the day after Cyber Monday, and I'm curious to see what happens on the day after Cyber Monday. Some places have got a Cyber Week going, especially software houses, and I'm going to give you a link to one of those later. Welcome to the show. And this is most definitely Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen. And you are, well, move that one. You are watching Stephen live from Wiltshire, England. Now, it takes a few seconds for the notification to go out on Amazon Live. So I'm going to carry on until we actually get our first Amazon Live viewer. Just by talking generally, and then we'll get into the products, because it's pretty silly to actually talk about the products and have nobody watching in Amazon Live. So you are watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England, and hello to our first Amazon Live viewer. Thank you for joining us today. Just to confirm that you are watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England, and this is the day after Cyber Monday. I hope you found the items that you're looking for on Amazon.com over Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And if you want to let me know what bargains you managed to obtain, then please do. Now, I suppose you might realize that I'm actually wearing earbuds. And I've been wearing these earbuds for the last 2 hours because I'm working. I'm testing out this product, and this product is, let's put this phone to one side. I've got so full, is this. These are how they actually look. This is the XR3 Pro, which is featured down the carousel at the moment. And I took it upon myself to actually test them. Okay. So this morning I was listening to, on my iPad, listening to Def Leppard and the Monkees. Okay, from the 60s to the 90s. And I've got to say that I'm impressed by the quality of the X3 Pro earbuds. Okay. 2 earbuds. I've charged them overnight. So charging was simple and straightforward. They have their own charging case, which has developed a tail. So USB-A, USB-C, and the plug-in is on the back. Okay, and if we go over here, if I go here, then you'll get a different view. Okay, so short power lead, and it is USB-A to USB-C. Okay, and you just plug it in and you can actually charge it. Now, the earbuds actually come in the case. Okay, and they have contact points on the earbuds which marry up with contact points in the case. You can charge the case separately, or you can charge it with the earbuds in. The choice is yours. Once fully charged, the case stores enough charge to recharge your earbuds 4 times. So there are 40 hours of battery power in the case, which I can use to actually transfer. I can actually have a charge, and that charge will last for up to 9 hours. So it lasts for the whole of the working day, okay, from 9 till 6. If any of us work from 9 till 6 these days, I'm not sure that those are the only hours work, especially if you're self-employed. Okay, so you've got the case, and that's the charging case. So you need to keep that somewhere safe and next to the power, and you just plug it in, and every couple of days, 3 or 4 days, if you like, you actually charge up the charging case. And it's basically it fits in the palm of your hand. It's not, well, it is, I suppose it is stylish. I mean, I'm into style, and it's got the Treblab logo on the top, and then the case just opens and it closes with a very nice clunk. Okay, so you're looking at me, and I've got the, I'm going to put it on the screen so there's no confusion here. I've got so much in my agenda. It's growing and growing. Just a minute. Okay, so these are the Treblab X3 Pro premium wireless buds. I'm wearing both of them. When you press the button to switch them on, they automatically both switch on and they pair. Okay, that's the first thing that happens. They will pair with any device which has got Bluetooth on. So I paired them last night when I was testing with my Android phone. So they are paired with my Samsung phone, and they're also paired, he said, with my iPad. Okay, and I was listening on the iPad this morning, and as I say, I was listening to Def Leppard, and the sound was, that's the first thing. The first thing you notice about these is the sound. Now, in the case, you do have, that's this box rather, you do have 2 additional sets of earplugs, which actually go into your ear canal. And I've not changed them yet because I'm going to test all 3 and see which is best. This is day 1 of the X3 Pro testing, and I must say that it's going pretty well. I've not been outside in them yet. I'm told that they are waterproof, which is good, and they're certified waterproof to X7, I think. And I'm learning about them. Now, as I learn about them, I will tell you more about them. But at this point, I'd just like to say that I'm grateful to Treblab, who provided the product for me to use and review. So this is sponsored, and I'm very grateful that it came all the way from the USA to the UK. Shipping was simple and straightforward. They just arrived on my doorstep in the UK, and now I can use them. And what I'm going to do, as I say, I'm actually going to try them out, and I'll do a report in every Amazon Live that I do. So I'm quite taken by the design of the case. The earbuds themselves, I've been wearing these for the last 2 hours and listening to music, and I've got to say, I don't feel any pressure from them at all. Okay, if I take this one out, it will stay out for now. The over the ear piece, which is there, is very flexible and very, very light, so you don't actually feel it when you actually put it onto your ear. In terms of operation, there is a button on the side of each earbud, and they replicate each other's actions. So if I press the button on this bud, the other one responds as well. So it controls both of them. The earbud itself, I can actually change, and then you've got volume on the top. You can increase the volume, you can lower the volume. Equally well, you could do it on your device. And then you can see the charging point. That's the charging point that actually helps you put it in the case properly. Okay, because that's one of the things. You've got to put it back in its case to charge it. This on its own will run for 9 hours. Now, as far as sound quality is concerned, I've got to say that the sound quality, I've got to give you a comparator. The sound quality is as good as the Aftershocks, and the Aftershocks blew me away. So, but the thing is, they go in your ear, okay, and they're not, you can't feel, you know they're there, but you don't get the irritation that you sometimes get with some less expensive earbuds. Okay, and the other thing is that the sound totally blocks out everything that's around you, and the bass on these is very good. So I was listening to the drumming in the Def Leppard tracks, and that was coming through clearly, and all the audio spectrum was represented in these. So these are quality earbuds, and I'm delighted that they were sent to me by Treblab. I can only recommend them. I will have a day 2 and a day 3 and a day 4 of actually using these, and I'm told that with practice, okay, and this is going to go terribly wrong, but with practice, you can get used to actually taking them off and putting them on again. Okay, now these are for when you're doing physical exercise as well. When I saw in my research, because I do research and listen to what other people say, I watched 3 YouTube videos this morning about the Treblab X3 Pro on your behalf, and found out more about them, how people are actually using them. These don't fall out. They are quite secure on your ears, okay? And as I said, they're not intrusive. And I'm not sure about the style yet. I need to get used to actually wearing them, I suppose, because I don't normally wear earbuds. Well, not at the moment. I may become an earbud aficionado by the end of this reviewing of the X3 Pro. Okay, so they are waterproof and sweatproof. They are basically, I saw a video this morning on YouTube, as I said, where they actually immersed them in water and then took them out again, and they still worked. So I think that part of it is totally true. I've seen a graphic example of it. And that's it. That's my day 1 report. Day 1, it's going extremely well. And I want to go back to my other camera. Okay, so I'm back now, and you can see them close up. So basically, if you're walking, jogging, running or cycling, these will go with you. They will pair with your phone, whether it's an iPhone or an Android. Pairing is simple and straightforward. It just happens. It's so quick, you don't even notice it's happening. And did I mention that they are easy to wear? I don't feel any pressure on the ear, and the thing is that the extension that goes behind my ear is flexible, so it's not actually pressing on my ear, and the earbuds are actually going into my ear canal, and I'm getting clarity in terms of the reproduction, whether I'm listening to music or to a podcast. So that's the X3 Pro. It's down in the carousel at the moment, and I'm just going to read the blurb. In a couple of weeks' time, I'll know this off by heart. I know I will. But at least on your behalf, I'm actually testing these to make sure they work properly. So dynamic sound, and waterproof, ergonomic design, I agree with that, and USB-C charging and long-lasting. It's 9-hour charge, so you can switch it on and off just by pressing the button. You can skip tracks by pressing the button even longer. You can go forwards, backwards. They have all the controls that you would expect a modern set of earbuds to have, but they are very high quality, well constructed, and follow my journey in the next couple of days and weeks as I go and try them out. And hopefully, by the end of that time, I will be a Treblab earbud aficionado. Okay, I think it's a brilliant product, and I'm glad that Marco Novo actually told me about them. And I love watching Marco. Marco's from Portugal. His show will be on later today, I assume, and he has a great studio setup in terms of a range of microphones, a range of cameras, and his lighting. And his lighting has to be seen to be believed. Okay, me, lighting-wise, I've just got soft boxes, which are down the carousel. I've got one soft box either side of me. Okay, if you're watching me on Amazon Live, I'd like to say thank you and say hello to Corinda. And Corinda is a great friend. Corinda is Kindle lives in London, is an amazing broadcaster, an inspiration to everybody who knows him. He's a friend to us, he's a supporter, and he's a great broadcaster in his own right. And he's just arrived home from hospital. And Kindle, just take care, my friend. Take care. And look forward to seeing you actually broadcasting again live next week. If you're watching me on Amazon Live, thank you very much. Right now, okay, you are looking at, I'm just going to, oh, sorry, there's another Treblab product, which is the try to have everything to hand. It doesn't always work. Okay, hopefully get this the right way up. Okay, tomorrow I'll be talking about the HD77, which is also from Treblab. It's been charging. It's ready to be tested. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow. If you want to take a look for yourselves before I talk about it tomorrow, because I'm going to test it out. I'm going to pair it with the iPad and pair it with the Android phone, and hopefully I'll find some way to pair. Well, we'll see the quality of the speaker. This is a portable speaker. It's weather, and Grinder, I'll come to your question in a minute. Portable speaker. It is weatherproof and it carries a charge. I charged it last night. It's ready to go. And after this broadcast, and after I've spoken to my colleagues in the live video sales group on Facebook at 12 p.m. Eastern, I'll be testing this. Okay. And just to show you physically, it's here. Okay, I have it here and I just need to test it. I love the embossed buttons for switching on and for increasing and decreasing volume. Okay, I think that's quite swish. It's got its own stand, and you can see trailing out of it at the moment the USB-A to USB-C cable, which I actually use to charge it, which comes in the box. Oh, just back to our friend the X3 Pro. It comes with 3 sets of earbuds, 1 already attached, 2 in the case that it comes in. And basically I started with the top one and I'm going to work my way down until I actually find the best one. So I'm wearing each for a day and see how it is. And I'm going to play more music over the next couple of days than I've played in a long time, basically as a relaxation after doing Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Okay, question from Corinda. Okay, can I ask a question? Why every button, some item, it said Black Friday's deal, but not every one? Why that? I thought every item. However. Right, okay. In terms of Black Friday and Cyber Monday have gone, but not every manufacturer takes advantage of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. They don't have deals. Okay, because not every manufacturer wants to offer deals. Okay, those that do get the special tags, and we had a deal of the day yesterday, which is still in the carousel, but not with the tag. Okay, I too find it strange that the prices go down for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, then go up again. But that's just the way the world works. But having said that, if you want to look at the Treblab HD77, there's 10% off today. Okay, so it is $89.97 against $99.97, and if you want to take a look at it, then please do. Okay, now the other thing, I'll just make sure, right, there's no discount on the X3 Pro today, but there will be. I'm sure there will be. Okay, so that's the HD77. I will be talking about it in coming broadcasts. Both products were actually sent to me by Treblab. I'm very grateful to Treblab for doing so. And over to Corinda, and Corinda's saying, oh, Daniel, good to meet you. Thank you. And is a nice speaker. And thank you for joining me, and thank you for commenting. If you've got any comments or any questions or anything, then please do put them on Amazon. I'll do my best to answer them. If I don't know the answer, then undoubtedly I know somebody who does. Okay, and I'll get the answer for you. But Daniel, thank you for joining me. Thank you for commenting. And over to Corinda. What's the difference between blue and black? Is it just color? I'm not sure, Corinda. You mean on here? This is black and grey. Okay. I suppose I could switch it on if I hold the correct button down. There you are. It's on. It has life in it. I've charged it. I just haven't paired it with anything yet or worked it. So I'm not quite sure what the difference was. What's the difference between blue and black? As I can see, only the color is different. Thank you for answering, Daniel. Thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you to everybody watching live on Amazon Live. You are watching, and I put that down for a moment. Okay. You are watching. Who are you watching? I think that you are watching somebody who's recovering from Black Friday and Cyber Monday, as you probably are as well. They're two very special days in the Amazon calendar. So as you join me, I'd like to say welcome to the show. The show is lights, camera, action. It's anything to do with live broadcasting. I'm a live broadcaster first and last, and I've been doing this for about 6 years now. And I'm going to talk to you, or with you. I'm going to talk, hang on, let's take that one off. Okay, and just let it come round again. Okay, you are watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England. Now, when I say Wiltshire, you're going to say Wareshire, and my answer to that is Wiltshire is a county in the south of England, about 120 miles from London, and I am 20 minutes away from Stonehenge. So if you know where Stonehenge is, or if you don't, you should look it up. It's a World Heritage Monument, and we're lucky to actually visit there 4 times a year. And I've got a video on YouTube all about Stonehenge. You can visit Stonehenge virtually, and we may well do it before the end of this program. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to talk about, I can't show you because it's attached to my computer upstairs. Okay, so this is my take on live broadcasting. Okay, are you ready? Right, okay. First of all, why should you live broadcast? Okay, that's the question. Why is live broadcasting beneficial? And live broadcasting is beneficial because you meet new people. Over the years that I've been broadcasting, I've met hundreds, if not close to 1,000 people through live broadcasting, including Corinda, and now including Daniel. Are you going live again today at 7 p.m? It says on Amazon, correct? No, I'm not going live at 7 p.m. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not. No, I'm going to change that, Corinda. Don't worry about that. No. We schedule shows in advance, and I was going to do a Microsoft show, and I realized that, well, for reasons, I'm going to hold the Microsoft show over to a different date. Okay. Because I didn't realize basically Amazon Live. Right, okay, back. So I've made hundreds of friends through live broadcasting, including Corinda and now Daniel. It's a great way to actually network. It's a great way to tell stories. And live video is all about telling stories, about telling your story, about telling stories about your business, about telling stories about your adventures. Live video is where to do it. And we have so many choices now. We can go live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and our websites. So many different places to go live. If you want to be noticed and stand out from everybody else, only about 1% of the world's population broadcast. If you want to be in that 1%, all you have to do is go live. Now, in terms of going live, what do you need? Okay, what's the starter studio for going live. And quite simply, it's your laptop or computer or Mac. That's where you start. That's where we all start. We don't start having spent thousands of dollars on something we haven't done. Okay. You already have all the equipment you need to go live. You've got a desktop or a laptop with an inbuilt camera and an inbuilt microphone. And I would go live just using those. Basically, get a software you can use, OBS, XSplit, vMix, or just go live on Facebook. You don't need any extra software to do it. You can go click live video on Facebook, and it will check your camera, it will check your microphone, and before you know it, you are live. Now, if you want to build up to it, then you can schedule the live broadcast on Facebook for up to 7 days in advance, an hour in advance. The thing you need to do is, first of all, do a test in a private group. Set up a private group with yourself and a friend and go live in the group privately. The only people who can see the broadcast are yourself and your friend. Okay? Nobody else there. And your friend, your very good friend, will be constructive in their criticism of your presence. Okay? Now, we've all got to work towards being comfortable on camera to be able to go closer and closer to the camera. Yeah? And that's a learned skill. We weren't born able to go live because live video didn't exist even 30 years ago. So you go live on Facebook just using your laptop camera and your laptop microphone. And when I say laptop, I'm including PCs and Macs. And this is crucial. You're going to be nervous the first time that you go live, but you can overcome some of those nerves by having an agenda. And that agenda can have topics. Okay, so you're watching Stephen live from Wiltshire, and I am going to talk today. I'm going to talk today, you know I am, about cameras, microphones, headphones, including the X3 Pro, lighting, including my lights, green screens. Okay, so what I put together there in my agenda in my Be.Live studio, you want to know where I am? This is not an OBS broadcast, as you will soon discover. I'm just going to put this logo on screen. This is a Be.Live broadcast. Okay, I'm broadcasting from a Be.Live studio, which means that I can show images on screen. And if I hide that and take myself off full screen, I can show images on screen. That image is in my studio and I can show it on screen. So you're watching lights, camera, action from Be.Live with Stephen. Now, if you go live and you don't enjoy it, then you've not spent anything. If you go live and you enjoy it, then is the time to start thinking about buying additional equipment. If you enjoy your first live broadcast, you will go on to do a second and a third and a fourth. Now, I've done over 2,000 live broadcasts, okay, which means that I'm just talking to you. You're in the same coffee bar as I am. We're in a cafe and we're just talking, okay. It could be Central Perk. It could be anywhere. Okay, and we're just talking away. Right, over to Crindo. I have an iPhone and Android. Any new features on Be.Live apart from green screen? I've been broadcasting since Ustream came out and Blab. Okay, and he has. Okay. Any new features on Be.Live? Okay, I'm going to show you a new feature. I can go like that. I can go back again. Okay, I can bring an item in to my studio. Couldn't hear me for a second, for which I apologize. Okay, Yeah, the ability to actually switch things from the staging area. This is Be.Live changes announced yesterday. You can switch places on the screen, so you can drag and drop on the screen. And the other thing is that you can have a green screen as well. And I'll do the green screen later in the broadcast in case I make a mess of it. Okay, so you've done your first broadcast, you're doing your second, you're doing your third, and you are now, I think it switched itself off then. If you didn't hear anything, good. If you heard a little melodic sound in the background, that was the HD77 saying, you're not using me, I'm going to switch myself off. So we've discovered something, that the HD77 speaker, if you don't use it, it will switch itself off. Okay, right. The first thing that you should actually buy when you're setting up a studio is a camera. And down in the carousel is the Logitech C920X. Now, Amazon give their Amazon insiders, which I am, and that's why I can broadcast today, information about what is actually sold, which is absolutely brilliant. I make a small commission on anything that you buy, okay? And it helps, okay? And that's why I do this. I'm actually getting paid to broadcast, and Amazon Live is the only place that you can actually get paid to broadcast. Strictly not true, but it is one of the better places to actually broadcast. I'm so appreciative actually be able to go live on Amazon Live, tell my stories, and for you to watch. And I'm grateful you're actually taking time out of your day. I know it's early in the day, and this is sort of the start of your day. I'm halfway through mine. I'm thinking about cooking a chicken dinner at the moment, but I'll leave that. One of the first cameras that you can buy is Logitech C920X, which is down the carousel. My Logitech C920 is currently upstairs, so remiss of me I not brought it with me. But that's the first camera that most live broadcasters buy. And I've got to say, the vast majority of people who buy Logitech C920X stay with it. Yeah, I know people who got the Logitech C920 4 years ago, and they're still using that camera. And there's no reason not to. It's plug and play. You plug it into your PC or your Mac, and your computer will recognize it straight away. Mine is, you mount it, and mine is mounted above my monitor, which is up there, which is where I'm looking at the moment. And that's it. It just works. It works out the box. If you want greater control over it, and this goes for any Logitech microphone, forgive me for a moment. Okay. If you get a Logitech camera, it has a built-in microphone. Okay, so you already, because you've invested $59.99, you've improved the quality of your broadcast. The camera, the webcam, was built as a webcam. It's been optimized to actually allow you to broadcast live, and it has both the video and audio capability. So this one piece of kit dramatically changes the quality of your broadcasts. But it can do more than that, because if you go to the Logitech.com site, Logitech.com site, you can download a free piece of software called Logitech Capture. Now, Logitech Capture gives you total control of your camera. It's a free piece of software. You've bought the hardware. You don't have to pay anymore. It's free to download if you've got the Logitech camera. And it will allow you to zoom in and zoom out. It will allow you to view to the left or to the right. It will allow you to go up and down. It's got camera control. It can actually control the contrast and the brightness and the color. Okay. And you can have it autofocus as you will, but autofocus actually drives me crackers. Okay, I don't like it, but it's nice to have it in certain circumstances. So Logitech Capture, free software from Logitech.com. Download it, install it. It will find your camera automatically, providing you've got it plugged in, and it will set itself up. And from there, you can use Logitech Capture. Now that's a mouthful, so it's actually been shortened to Logitech Capture. You can use Logitech Capture to actually control your camera. And did I say it's got a built-in microphone too? So the C920X is the ideal beginner's camera. Today, Logitech have not finished their sale. Logitech are giving 14% off the camera, and it's $59.99 as opposed to its normal price of $69.99. So you can save $10 and you won't regret it. This is, I'm going to stick my neck out here. 2 out of 3 live broadcasters use a Logitech camera, and most of those use Logitech C920 series. Whether you've got a C920, 922, 925, 930 or a Brio, the software I just mentioned from logitech.com will work. Okay, now the next camera, well, the next camera is 24% off, and it's the Logitech Brio. And it was $199.99. It's now $152.16. And I'm going to put that down for a moment safely. Got so many things on the table beside me. I'm guaranteed something's going to fall off. Right. You are looking at, physically watching, a Logitech Brio camera. I've got the Brio camera. It's plugged into my Microsoft Surface Book 2, which is also down the carousel. And it sits on top of my 27-inch BenQ monitor, which is a designer's monitor, draftsman's monitor, capable of 3240 by 19 something or other. So it's a very high resolution monitor, although I've only got a 1920 by 1280, but that's another story. I wish that software houses would, never mind, we're not going to go there. We're being positive today, as we are most of the time. Being eternal optimist, an eternal optimist does have its benefits. So you're watching the Logitech Brio. You can tell the sharpness of the picture. Hopefully, my fingers are crossed, because I'm broadcasting from a Be.Live studio to OneStream and then out to Amazon Live. So it's going all around the world to actually reach you in your home. And the internet is still the most amazing thing. And the fact that we can go live and broadcast, I mean, signal goes from my machine to Be.Live service, from Be.Live to OneStream in Finland, and then from Finland it goes to the USA. Yeah, so international cooperation. There is no, everybody encourages everybody in the video arena. Okay, just to note, this is the Be.Live logo, and I work for Be.Live, and I also am an Amazon Live insider. Okay, so you're watching the camera. I can't say fairer than that. I can show you what it looks like. You can see it down in the carousel. It's wide angle. It's capable of 4K. Now, when I say it's capable of 4K, I'm not capable of 4K broadcasting. We can't at the moment broadcast out in 4K. And the reason that we can't do that, we don't have the infrastructure on the internet to actually do that. I'm going out to Amazon Live at 720 pixels. Okay. Amazon have said that that is the resolution they want us to broadcast in. Irrespective of whether we can do 1080 or higher, Amazon only wants 720. Because a lot of people who actually are looking at Amazon Live and looking at Amazon Live now, watching my show, are actually doing so on the mobile phone. And if I was going out at 1080p, there would be twice as much data being sent to mobile phones. And that means that will be eating into your data allowance. If you've got a monthly data allowance, which is a way that a lot of phone providers work, you have a data allowance, and once you go over it, you start paying, as we say in the UK, you start paying through the nose. If you've got a data limit, then 720p is the friendliest that we can be. Yeah, in other words, we're not sending you more data than we need to. And that's true of live broadcasting in general. A friend of mine, David, said about 6 months ago, don't broadcast in 1080 because you're not being mobile friendly. Yeah. Because twice as much data to go in 1080. And what difference is there really? If you broadcast on Facebook, irrespective of how, if you've got a DSLR camera or you've got a 4K camera like the Brio, you can't broadcast at 4K. Yeah. Facebook have said you can broadcast at 720. Yeah. And all the software houses broadcast to Facebook at 720, whether you're using OBS, XSplit, vMix, Restream, yeah, whichever system you're using, broadcasts at 720 on Facebook, apart from one. There is one software house, in my knowledge, which can broadcast at 1080p on Facebook, and that is Be.Live. Now, Be.Live are actually using the ability, they're a partner, a Be.Live broadcasting partner, and they can broadcast, and you can broadcast at 1080p to Facebook, and the recording will be stored at 1080p. Yeah, but start off with your internal camera and microphone, move to the Logitech C920X, and then if you want something better, then the Logitech Brio. I've had my Logitech Brio for the last 15 months, and it is a very high quality, high spec camera, and it does everything that I want it to do. And I use the Logitech Capture software from logitech.com on my Brio, and it works, and I control zoom in, zoom out, go left, right, okay. Okay, now this live broadcasting is fun. Really is. This is just simply the best way. I'm just going to check my iPad for a moment, see if any more comments have come in. No, we're good there. Thank you for watching me live on the Tuesday after Cyber Monday. One of the things that you have to learn, and everything about live broadcasting is a practice skill. Okay, so 3 things you've got to do. I'm going to say the first, this is my biggest, this is the one I get wrong most often, looking at the camera. Okay, now because I'm looking at the camera now, it looks like I'm looking straight at you, and I am, but that's because I'm looking at the camera. This is definitely a learned skill, and the more you live broadcast, then the more you learn to actually look at the camera. Now, I was broadcasting on Friday, and I was told about a little widget which will allow me to actually have the camera halfway down the screen. If anybody knows the name of that widget, then please do let me know. I've been trying to find it. I haven't been able to find it yet. I haven't got back to David yet in Sweden about it. David, if you're watching, if you let me have the Amazon link to said equipment, and then I'll sort it out. And I can actually lower my camera so it's better at my eye line. I don't have to sit like this. Okay, I can just look at my screen. But at the moment, so that's the first thing. Look at the camera. The second thing is that when you're live broadcasting and you're live broadcasting solo, you really do. You remember when you were a kid and your mum said to you, let's play statues. And the idea of statues is that you sit there quietly as a child, saying nothing, not uttering a sound, not planking anything. And you just sit there. And you sit there quietly. And you're being good. You've got to do that when you go live. Okay, when you're a live broadcaster, you have to play statues. If I keep moving about in my chair, okay, it's not good. I've got to pick my best position and stick to it, okay, and not try to move. If I start waving my hands in there, you're going to wonder what the heck's going on. Being still is a learned skill. Okay, so 2 tips, possibly more before the end of the broadcast. 1, look at the camera, which is my downfall, and 2, play statues. Be animated. No, probably not. Don't. I'm not saying sit there like a sack of spuds. I was going to say, but that's very English and very northern. Don't sit totally still. Do have some expression. Right. Okay. 3 things: camera, statues. 3rd thing: One of the problems is that you think you're going to forget what you're talking about. There is a remedy for that. First of all, when you're live broadcasting, talk about something that you know something about. You cannot, the camera will catch you out. If you start busking and going and then there isn't a flow. Yeah. And people end up waiting for your next or and that's not good. Okay. You must be talking about something which you can talk about for at least quarter of an hour without anybody interrupting you. Yeah. You've got to have an in-depth knowledge of your topic. You don't need to know everything, but you need to know enough for at least a quarter of an hour so you can actually talk for a quarter of an hour. Now, during this live broadcast, I'm actually talking for an hour and a half, for 90 minutes, and I couldn't have done this 2 years ago. Yeah, I couldn't have done this sort of broadcast 2 years ago. I'm going to be honest here. Since I started on Amazon Live, my live broadcasting techniques have improved no end. I've stopped moving my hands about, started to play statues. But the thing is that you're engaging people with your voice, and you cannot, should not, do a live broadcast where it's scripted and you're reading like the newscasters do. You shouldn't be reading off an auto cue because you become robotic. Okay. And I've got to be honest, if you're reading an auto cue, then you can stop speaking, because you can get an auto cue transcribed with an American voice, an Australian voice, an English voice, a French voice, a Portuguese voice, and just sit there and just play it. Okay. There is no emotion if you're working to a script. By all means, have an agenda while you're broadcasting, but do not work to a script. Do not read it line by line. Okay. It's not good. It doesn't come across well. I will occasionally pick up a box. Oh, look, the X3 Pro down the carousel. I will occasionally pick up a box and read the box. That is the extent of the text that I use in a live broadcast. I don't have any notes. I do have an agenda so that I can go. Just trying to find somewhere in my agenda, which is getting pretty long now. I can go and bring cameras on. So I'm talking about cameras now. I can talk about microphones. I can talk about headphones. I can talk about lighting. Okay. Now, each of those is a topic that I know something about. Each of those has products down the carousel. Down the carousel, 75% of the products I own are in the carousel, or 75% of the products in the carousel I own. Okay. And I can show you on screen. So I can show you my, let's go here, because I love good design. So we're going to do good design for a moment. We've done the Brio camera. We've done camera presentation. This is a Microsoft Arc mouse. And the beauty of the Arc mouse, just a minute. Let's mix things up a bit. I need to use the mouse to do something. Okay. So I'm going to bring this into the broadcast. I'm going to put it full screen, so you can actually see this. Okay. So I'm now on my Microsoft Surface Book 2 with the internal camera. Okay. In the background, you can see my green screen, which is a Fovitech green screen, which is down the carousel. In the background, you can see my lighting. Now, I'm not as swish as Marco. I haven't upgraded yet. I will be upgrading to Marco's lights. For the moment, I've got 2 softboxes. When it goes darker, as it undoubtedly will as I'm broadcasting, then I shall switch those lights on so you can still see me. On the door is a rucksack, and that is an Under Armour rucksack. I'm a great fan of Under Armour and the apps that they've got on the on the iPhone and on the Android phone. Okay, what else can you see in the background? Okay, this is a Microsoft Arc mouse. And the thing is that that's how you switch it off. You unarc it. Yeah, and it's just so well designed, so stylish. And I need to switch it back on. Okay, this is a triumph. This is a triumph of style. Okay, there is called the arc mouse because it's you can see the light, the green light, and it's just, if I go this way and up a bit, it's just the most perfect mouse. It fits in the palm of your hand. Okay, it's ultra controllable. Left and right mouse buttons don't show. You just tap the pad at the top, left or right, and it just responds. It is extremely responsive, a very accurate mouse. It runs on 2 A3 batteries, AAA batteries, sorry, not A3, 3A batteries. The battery compartment is there. You just take the compartment off, put the batteries in, that's it. I generally have to change the batteries every 2 months. Okay, so as I'm moving the mouse, my carousel is moving. Microsoft Arc Mouse, if you scroll in the carousel, you will see up to 40 different items in the carousel. And please do take a look around. While I'm talking about one, there's nothing to stop you talking about another. Right, okay, I want to talk about one more. I want to talk about microphones. Just a minute. Okay. Down the carousel at the moment is the Audio-Technica AT2020. It's currently 3 feet away from me. My fear is that if I move the microphone, I might lose sound. Okay, that's just one of my things. So I don't move. Whilst I'm live broadcasting, everything stays where it is. I don't move the laptop, I don't move the camera, and I most certainly don't move the microphone. But this is the beauty of it. You've actually been listening to me using the Audio-Technica AT2020. So you can judge the quality of the sound of this microphone for yourself. You don't need to take my word for it. I can tell you it's a good microphone, that I've been using it for 18 months. It's plug and play. It has the ability to change the gain on the microphone itself. It has a socket at the back for you to plug earbuds in. Okay, wired earbuds. There's a thing. And there are other things you can adjust as well. When you say other things to adjust, I don't know about you, but when I get a piece of kit, I set it up, get it working, and if it works, it works. I don't always go down into the nitty gritty about a piece of hardware, because if it works, it works. Okay, I'm a software guy. Plug the hardware in, it works. If it's not broken, don't fix it. But you don't need to. I've not had a single problem with this microphone since I actually got it. And I'm a happy Audio-Technica AT2020 user. And like most microphones, I heard it first. Like you're listening to it now, I heard it on Mike Phillips' podcast on Facebook. At the time, I had a microphone which was okay, sort of okay. It was on a boom arm, and it wasn't doing the job I wanted it to do. And I heard Mike talking, and I thought, wow, what a sound. So after the show, because Mike's a friend, I said, which microphone are you using? And he said, I was using the Audio-Technica AT2020. Here's the link to Amazon. So the following, well, in fact, virtually after Mike finished speaking to me, I went to Amazon UK. I ordered the microphone. It arrived the following day, and it's been with me ever since. And its quality is such, it's got a bass that I just like. Now, when buying microphones, the easiest way to do it, you've got an easy job today. Okay. If you're going to stay around Amazon Live, and I hope you are, because the people here are absolutely amazing and totally supportive of each other. There is a Facebook group with 1,000 Amazon Live creators in it, where everybody supports everybody else. These are the best of people, and they help and support each other and get on famously. If you listen to other Amazon Live broadcasts today, listen being the operative word, and you hear a microphone that you like, please ask the host of the show to tell you the model of the microphone that they are using. This is a win-win situation. We all like talking about things that we love, and we all love our microphones. Ask Nick Wood about his microphone. He's on in 6 minutes. Good friend is Nick, and he's doing an interview, a book interview. He's got a Blue Yeti microphone, and you'll be able to hear the Blue Yeti on his broadcast. On other broadcasts throughout the day, you'll hear other microphones. Pick the one that sounds best to you. It's a subjective thing. Okay, it's your personal choice. It's how you hear that counts, not how I hear things, how you hear things. Just go through several Amazon lives, or you could even go somewhere else like Facebook or YouTube and just listen. When you actually find a microphone you like, ask for the model and you'll get a reply. Just a note to my fellow broadcasters. Okay, we all have a carousel. My carousel has got 40 items in it. I'm broadcasting about lights, camera, action. But I think, I don't know what you feel about this, irrespective of the topic that the show host is talking about, they should have their own camera and microphone down in the carousel. Yeah. Then when you hear them and you like the microphone or you like the camera, you can just click the link. That's just me. That's just my thought for the day, that if Amazon Live broadcasters could add the camera and the microphone, life would be a lot easier. So you're listening to Audio Technica. Now, I listened to a microphone on Friday. On my Black Friday broadcast, which was amazing. I had special guests. I'm just going to go down. I want to give credit to them, because when somebody joins you live on camera, I am always very appreciative. And on Friday, just a minute. I don't want that to crawl. Right. My guests are in my Be.Live studio. I'll take the logo off. And that will free me up for playing a video later. Okay. My guests on my Black Friday show were Krista Boven, Rico Glover, and Alec Dorling. And my guest earlier in the day was Rose Davidson. Now, just a word of explanation that this live broadcasting thing is global. Krista Boven, Christine, lives in Belgium. Rico Glover lives in the USA. Alec Dorling lives in Sweden, and Rose Davidson lives in Australia. This is a totally global phenomenon. During Black Friday, we broadcast on Amazon Live together. Okay. And if you caught the show on Black Friday, the second show, Alec Dorling lives and works in Sweden, and he works for Volvo. And he is involved in driverless cars. And we had a fascinating conversation about driverless cars from Volvo. And it was just an extraordinary moment in broadcasting. But Alec introduced me to this microphone, which is down in the carousel at the moment. And that's the Elgato Wave 3. Now, the Elgato Wave 3 is somewhere between the blue microphone, the cheaper blue microphones, and the my microphone. Okay, but the Wave 3 has an ability. The Elgato Wave 3 has an ability that none of the other microphones have. The Elgato, because Elgato do the Stream Deck. Okay, and if you've heard of the Stream Deck, that's the piece of kit, 9, 16 or 32 buttons, which allows you to control a broadcast studio if you're on OBS, vMix or XSplit. Okay. That's the pedigree. That's the Elgato pedigree. Innovative, quality, well-built products. And so is the Elgato Wave 3. But it has one essential difference to all the other microphones I'm going to talk about. The Elgato Wave 3 has audio input. So you can input a mixer into the microphone and it will go through your microphone feed into your studio. You can bring in studio sound. Why is that important? Okay. When I'm not live broadcasting, I actually enjoy being a DJ. And there is a UK site, which is international, which is called Mixcloud. Just let me type that in. Okay. Because I need it in my armory of things. If I could spell, it might not take as long, but just a minute. You know when you're rushing to do something and you just keep making mistakes? Nearly. Sorry for the view at the moment. I'll be back. But I do want you to see this. That's why I did it. Okay, it's important. Okay. In every guy and many gals is the desire to be a DJ for a day. And if you run a Christmas party at your house, you're the DJ. Okay. I love being a DJ on this website. This website is mixcloud.com. Mixcloud.com is a website where you can legally play music, copyrighted music. So I can go to mixcloud.com and I can play the Beatles and the Stones, Def Leppard, Led Zeppelin, In Excess. Right, okay, you know some of my musical taste now. Fairly eclectic, but there's a hint of rock and roll in there. Mixcloud.com, when you play a Beatles track, they know which track you've played. They send royalties to the Beatles. When you play a Rolling Stones track, they send royalties to Rolling Stones. And if you play a Def Leppard track, they send the royalties all the way to Yorkshire in England. This is where this microphone comes into its own, the Elgato Wave 3. Because until now, I've had to use OBS to broadcast to Mixcloud. Okay, because OBS will take your studio sound, which in my case is the music on my Tractor software, Traktor, is a DJing system. And it will take that sound and it will play it through to Mixcloud with minor loss of quality, minor. Now, this microphone is on my wish list. Yeah, because I can have my Tractor 3 music playing on my machine, coming into the Elgato Wave 3 and then going out from my studio to mixcloud.com. Magic. So, Stephen, what do you think Santa should bring you for Christmas? An Elgato Wave 3, please, because then I can be a DJ without any hassle. I've got all the kit that I need, but the thing is that the difficulty is actually getting the sound in there, and the Elgato Wave 3 is an answer to that. Okay, so that's the microphones. Just to stay with microphones for a moment, my friend Marco, who will be on LED today, uses a Shure microphone. Now, Shure, we've got to be honest here, are the Rolls Royce of microphones. Nobody has ever been fired for buying a Shure microphone. These are, okay, without spending thousands, of course, these are the highest quality microphones. You can be sure of that. See what I did there? You can be sure that Shure are good quality, and a lot of my broadcasting friends actually use the Shure microphone in their live broadcast because of its quality and reliability. Yeah. Thank you for watching me on Amazon Live. I am extremely grateful, and I don't know where to go next. Yes, I do. Okay. All right, you saw me with earbuds earlier. Okay. Before I got the earbuds, because they were sent by Treblabs, the earbuds from Treblabs were actually sent by Treblabs for me to review. These, however, I bought from Amazon. They come in various colors. Just let me tee up, because I'm going to go into a video in a moment, and I want to have the right product displayed at the bottom of the screen. What I'm doing is I'm cycling through. I found them. Okay. Right, down the carousel at the moment, and I can say, wow. Now, it's not often I say wow, but these are Aftershock headphones, which I purchased and I love. They are down the carousel, and even today, they are 25% off. They are my bargain of the day. Aftershocks headphones. The thing about Aftershocks is that they come in various colors. They are coated, so the actual headphones are waterproof and sweatproof. They go over your ears. Okay, they're not earbuds, they don't go inside your ear, they go over your ear. And they're stylish, aren't they? Mine just fell into place then. The thing about these, well, rather than shall we have a video? I'm on Be.Live and I can bring into my studio, and I'm going to hide that, and I'm going to take myself off full screen. Okay, and just a minute, I brought the wrong video in. Okay, I'm going to hide that. Just doing a bit of setting up. I'll be with you shortly. Okay, these are those. It's the same thing. Okay, in the Be.Live studio, I've got the ability to actually play videos from YouTube. This video is on YouTube. I'm going to switch my microphone off, put that full screen, and this guy over here, the guy in the red t-shirt, is going to explain all about Aftershocks headphones. Headphones are lightweight and very, very effective because they go over their open ear, they go over the ear, and that means that whilst you're wearing them, you can hear what's going on. If you've got somebody to the side of you, behind you, you can actually hear what's going on. You can hear the traffic, you can hear all the noises around you, but you can concentrate on the music or the podcast that you're actually playing. Now, they last 6 hours on a 1.5 hour battery charge. You can make and receive phone calls. They are practical. They're coated, so they are rainproof and sweatproof. I use them daily, and they're just good sound and quite probably the best headphones that I've actually tried, because I've tried many over the years, wired. These are Bluetooth, but wired, unwired, and these are the best that I've actually found because they are so simple, easily rechargeable. They pair on Bluetooth, simple and straightforward. Making phone calls is straightforward. You can voice dial. Receiving calls you can do with one button. So if you're looking for a pair of headphones and you do go out and about and you go walking, jogging, running or cycling, then these are the headphones that you should actually consider because they are so well crafted and practical and good quality. Thank you for listening. And I'm still wearing them. Okay, Aftershocks, down the carousel, highlighted item, bottom left-hand corner of your screen. And I've lived with these now for about 18 months. They are quality. My friend Krista Boven has 2 sets of Aftershocks headphones. They're a full range. If you click the button, you just get taken to the Aftershocks page, and there you'll see the full range of Aftershocks headphones. The beauty of them is that I can listen to Angelica standing next to me whilst I'm listening to my favorite music or podcast. And whether I'm walking, jogging, running or cycling, I can hear everything that's going on. Okay, so that was the overview of the Aftershocks, and I'm in love with them. I will be, come back to me, I will be making a video, a similar video about the X3 Pro. And I showed these at the beginning of the today's show. Basically, they are quality, but this is take these off while I'm talking about them. Seems only fair. And show you one of these. Okay, this. It's down the carousel. I'm fortunate to have them. I'm going to be trying them. This is day one, and I reported earlier in the broadcast about the X3 Pro, and you can find out more in the coming shows. I'm live at 9 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow I'm live at 9 a.m. Eastern, just me. Thursday I'm live at 9 a.m. Eastern with my friend Marco from Portugal, Marco Nova. And well, we just have a blast. It's a fun show because we're all both in a good mood because we're actually broadcasting Amazon Live, which is where we love to broadcast. And grateful for your spending the time to actually watch me live today. So X3 Pro. So now I've been looking through the whole carousel, trying to find something which was still on offer. And still on offer at the moment, 43% off. I'm trying to open this and switch it on. It's here. I always put things in a case. I think a case protects your investment. And I'm just waiting for it to switch on. You may have heard it then. It may have just switched itself on. Okay. I could do a carousel full of cases. Okay. I've got a case on my Microsoft Surface Book 2. I've got a case on here on my Fire HD 8-inch. I've got cases on everything, and the Fire is still booting. The Fire is, for its price, and today the Amazon Fire HD tablet is $59.99 as opposed to $104.99. Now, if you're looking for Christmas gifts for yourself, for your friends, for your family, and you're looking to put something in their stocking, which will be useful to them all year round, this is the thing to. This is the kit, okay, and this is mine. And you'll notice that you can actually. It doesn't look too bad, does it? If I come in there, you can see this is my Amazon Fire tablet, and it's got a long battery life. And it's got its own operating system. This is Amazon's operating system. This is not Android, iOS, Linux, anything. This is purely and simply an Amazon operating system, but it's very good. And it's great for actually, I'm just going to show you. Hopefully this will work. Okay, if it doesn't, I won't show you. It's thinking about it. It is thinking about it. I think it's updating. I think that's the problem I've got at the moment, is it's actually updating something. Let's go home. Oh, wait a minute. Is, of course, it has the Kindle on there. It's got a Kindle app specifically designed for the Amazon Fire. So that's use number one. You can read Kindle books. Okay. If you're trying to decipher the text, then this is a sharp novel by Bernard Cornwell. It also, if I go home again, if I can go home, I've broken it. Yep. Okay, and I've gone home, gone back to my favorite Manet painting. This is by Edouard Manet, and it's one of his classic paintings. I love paintings. So I'm going to close that, hopefully. I've broken it. Oh, they've changed the way it works. Oh, that's not fair. Hang on. Nope. Just to talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Okay, the Amazon Kindle. Okay, allows you to play, well, to read Kindle store books. It allows you to play Amazon Video. It allows you to play all. It's got Facebook on there. It's got YouTube. It's got everything you'd expect a laptop to have. It's 8 inches. It is virtually, well, it's 43% off today, which is $59.99, which for what it does, I have to say, is a wonderful bargain. And if I hadn't broken it, well, I haven't, no, sorry, that's the wrong word. They've changed the way that it works. Okay. And I'm trying to escape. No, that won't do it. That won't do it. Okay. Ah, right. Okay. I'll bring back the lady. Oh, right. This is live video. Okay. There are no rehearsals here. I pick up a piece of kit and I talk about it. Okay. Sometimes I haven't used it for a day or two, literally, and I need to reacquaint myself, especially when the operating system updates. So you can see all the apps displayed on the home screen. And just to go through them, obviously you've got your Amazon store on there, amazon.com. You've got Prime Video. You've got Amazon Music. You've got the Kindle, Audible. And then you've got Alexa. And I've got the BBC iPlayer. There are literally thousands of apps. Now, for the price, you'd be hard pressed to get the functionality of the Amazon Fire 8-inch tablet for the price that's down in the carousel at the moment. And I again, with everything that I talk about, 75% of it is in the carousel. The Fire is in the carousel at the moment. I'm going to try and put it down so it doesn't fall down. I've done that. Okay. Thank you for watching me on Amazon Live. This is basically me. And just to remind you what you're watching. Oh, wait a minute. Right, as you're watching me now, I can tell you about a free deal. Kosher free deal. Okay, I'm glad I reminded myself. There is a video editing product, a video creation product called Lumen 5. Lumen 5 costs dollars, hundreds of dollars. I've been using Lumen 5 for years, but they did a free version 3 or 4 years ago, and I got that and I loved it. And then it came to, right, okay. Lumen 5, brilliant video editing software, desktop, Windows or Mac, is free on AppSumo at the moment. All you need to do is to go to appsumo.com and search for Lumen 5, and you can get your free copy. It's got a 12-month license. You can use it for free. Lumen's thinking, simple and straightforward, is that you'll like it so much that in a year's time, you'll pay. That is totally your choice. And I'm downloading this, and what I'm doing is putting a note in my calendar that middle of November, I decide whether I like it or not, and I decide whether to cancel the renewal. Just be aware of that. Put a note in your calendar to check whether you still like it or not, and to prevent the renewal. But you do get with, this is the full app. This is not an LTD, a lifetime deal. This is Lumen 5. Okay. And it's got a feature set which allow you to create and edit video. It's free. I'm telling you, because I'm appreciative of the fact that you spent time with me today, and you should check it out. There are no strings attached. My friends are downloading it as well. Maria downloaded it this morning. First thing when she got up this morning, she went to AppSumo, looked at my products, found Lumen 5, and registered, downloaded everything. And now she should be up and running. So, deal of the day. Don't go there now. Yeah, but the deal of the day. It's got to be that. Okay. Earlier, I showed you the Treblab X3 Pro Premium wireless earbuds. And this is day one of my journey. I'm going to record or appear on Amazon Live and tell you my daily happenings. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at the Treblab HD77. Okay. And that is a portable waterproof speaker and sent to be my Treblabs. I'm grateful to Treblabs. It's down in my carousel at the moment. I think it's on, there's a discount if you actually buy it today. So you'll hear that tomorrow, all things being equal. Okay, now, anything else in the carousel at a discount? If you spot something before me, then please say. I'm just going to go back and make sure that I've covered everything I wanted to cover. We've done the aftershocks. Okay, and I'm just going to check whether I have in here that I can find something. Okay, I can't find it immediately, so I will carry that over for another day. Okay, and I'll bring this in and I can hide that and I can go split screen if I click a button. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, so you're watching Lights Camera Action, broadcasting from Be.Live to Amazon Live. I'm live 9 AM Eastern, weekdays and possibly Sundays, and I'm grateful to actually be broadcasting here. And Alex is saying you're welcome and thank you. Excellent. Oh, right, Alex Dorling is watching. Okay, so hello, Alex. Alex, sorry, hang on. Okay.
There is no active call.
Right, okay. My headphones responded then. I only said Alex, I didn't say Alexa. Okay, so I don't know what was happening there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is basically, I'm developing a tradition now. Okay, when I'm not broadcasting on desktop, okay, I used to broadcast 100% on desktop from my Be.Live studio. I've been doing it since October 2016. It's been a while and it's been an enjoyable journey. I mean, it gets better and better each day. The software gets better and better each day. But I now have a new passion, and the new passion is going out with my home gimbal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you a short video. I found what I'm looking for. I go out with the gimbal that's down the carousel now and I shoot video. Now I'm going to bring the video up on screen. Okay, and I'm going to take myself off full screen in my Be.Live studio. I'm going to hide that. And next to me in a second should appear a video. Okay, wait for it. It's worth waiting for. I do assure you it's worth waiting for. This video is going to appear in my... No, it's not. Oh, dear me. Okay, well, that's not good, is it? Okay, I noticed this the other day. Okay. When plan A doesn't work, always have or go to a plan B. My plan A was to actually show you all about the home gimbal and to play you video. But I can't do that today. So join me at 9 AM Eastern tomorrow when we'll talk about mobile video. We'll hear more about the earbuds. We'll hear more about the HD77 speaker, both from Treblab. So both those will feature in the program tomorrow. I'd like to thank you for joining me on Amazon Live today. It's always a pleasure when you do, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. This has been Stephen in Wiltshire, England. I think Stonehenge, and you're there. And I will see you again on Wednesday. Bye for now. Really, this time, this is a wrap. I'm going. Yes, now.